Trying to get away from a narcissistic abuser is possibly the hardest thing to do in this life, because they will not stop. They will not relent, ever. The narcissistic abuser will never accept that you are not their friend. This woman will never stop. I have escaped literal murderers, but I have no fight against this because she won't stop. I have to tell her every single day, multiple times a day, we are not friends. You are ruining my life. You are a bully. Leave me alone. Imagine being 40 years old and having to say that to somebody day after day after day and being ignored. Right? Like, you get that in high school, when the bully literally follows you around, antagonizing and taunting you because you're weaker, and you keep saying, just stop. Just leave me alone. We're not friends. Please, just leave me alone. And they won't. Because they've got all these people following them that make it okay for them to keep ignoring your heartfelt pleas for privacy and peace and just not to be bullied. Right? Nobody should have to beg and plead to not be bullied at any age. It doesn't matter that I am 40 years old. This woman is also in her 40s. And actively bullying and harassing me will not stop. I tell her every day, we are not friends. You are bullying me. Please stop. She said she was going to sue me, and I was so happy because that meant this would end. One way or another, a judge would decide that this has to end. But she's not really suing me. She's just bullying, and it's never going to end until I die. That's the reality. Narcissistic abusers do not stop until their victim has died, and then they move to another victim. They will never stop. No matter how many times I beg and plead. And the world will never see it, because the world turns a blind eye to bullies so that bullies can continue forever. The weak are always going to be seen as the problem as we beg and plead for it to just stop. Just stop. Like, literally, just stop. She has spent 5 years trying to convince the world that I committed a murder that I witnessed. And it's never going to end. And all I want is for these people to leave me alone so that I can move on with my life. These channels here on YouTube are cyberbullying, life-destroying situations that is being ignored because the channels they go after are poor. One day I'm not going to be poor, and people are going to see what happened here for 5 years. All I have to do is survive long enough to be important enough to be seen. But it's so hard to continue surviving when it just doesn't end.